Hi guys, it's Kristen here. I finally finished my very first coloring book. It's the Halloween coloring book by Megan Miles Art, Bold and Easy. I actually got into coloring in August, the end of August, I think. So this is really the beginning for me. So let's see how much I have grown. We've got that this book belongs to Kristen, colored in the little pumpkin and the cute little witch hat. And this was the very first time that I realized that the Ohuhu markers do splatter a bit. So if you can see here, I have a couple of splatters on the page when I opened up one of the caps. So at that point I learned maybe I should try to open up the caps a little bit away from the page. And this is the very first page. Really love this cute little pumpkin. This was the first time that I tried doing different types of shadows. So as you can see here, I have a little bit of shadow in this blue, the purple. I added a little bit of shadow work on the edges of this pumpkin bucket, and on the eyes. And I was starting to experiment with doing highlights. Don't love the highlights here, but at the end of the day, coloring is all about fun, trying new things and experimenting. And you're never gonna get better unless you try and practice. So it's a cute first page. Next page, really love this one. The purple spooky house with the green trim. This is one of my favorites. We've got the green spooky hand coming up out of the dirt. I love the fact that she drew the little dirt pieces falling down, and I really had fun with the highlights on this page. We've got a spooky doll. Really love doing this page just because of the different cracks in her face. That was really fun. And I really like the theme that I went with having her in the blue outfit with the lighter blues on the trim. Spooky potion. Really went simple with the labels. It kind of reminds me of the Powerpuff Girls, like Chemical X. Spooky pumpkin with books. Love that it has a witch hat on it. Candy's always fun. This was the first time that I had a little bit of fun with doing the dotted patterns on a page. Frankenstein. This one was really fun. I had a little bit of difficulties with having some of the ink dry before I could get to the next section, but it kind of gives it this cool textured look at the same time. I also had fun with trying to make sure that I had like the blood accent, because I figured like, well, this is kind of like an incision or like wound type of situation in my mind. And then since he has this sticking in his neck, I added just a little bit of blood on the edges, and then the gray so you can see the rods. These are really cute too. I had fun. I knew as soon as I saw these that I wanted to do a green and black. Love a spooky cauldron. I wish that I would have done different colors with the stuff inside, but I really like it. This cute little monster. I just love how smooth this color looks with the blue. And I love the highlights that I added on this, especially on the horns. I feel like it kind of just makes it pop. Love a spooky hat. I really love the yellow stars on this and the moon. Whenever I see a spooky hat, I always want to just go with purple. It's my favorite color to use when I'm coloring. This was a really fun page for me to color. This spooky wolf. I wanted to try something different with this page. So this was the first time that I tried to add something on the page that wasn't already there. I remember talking to my boyfriend and I'm like, what else can I do to this page to make it a little bit more fun? And he was like, well, if I was coloring this, I would make it so that way there's like blood coming out of its mouth. So I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and try that. I gave it a red nose with the teeth, the tongue, ears, eyes. I added a little bit of blood on its paws to make it look like it was kind of just eating something. And then I added the red coming out of its mouth. And I think that I did a really good job. I'm really proud of this. This is my first time drawing something like this. So I just outlined the red and then traced around the edges with the black, and I think it really looks like there's blood coming out of its mouth. So this might be one of my favorite pages in this book that I've done. Love spooky candy moment. I just love what I did with specifically this eyeball with the red and then the very, very light gray. Spooky cat. Oh my god, this one is so adorable. I knew I really wanted to make its eyes green, and of course, like I said, whenever I have a hat, I always want to make it purple, so I added the purple cape. I wanted to do something different with this and do purple clouds. I didn't want to just do normal blue clouds on this one, and it really just makes it feel more fantasy-like. I also had a lot of fun with this page doing the pumpkin contrast of the colors. So I took the orange, but then did a darker orange on the inside of the pumpkin, and then decided to make, since I made the insides a darker orange, I decided to make these a darker orange as well. And I played around with adding shadows on this page as well. I also experimented with shadow work on this a little bit too, as you can see on all of the outer edges. And I also was like, why don't I just try to do shadows on the RIP? So that was fun. Shadows on this one as well. Clearly, once I got towards the end of the book, I was in my shadow era. Love, love, love this page as well. I felt like I wanted the flowers to give a little bit more of a vibrant type of vibe on this skull. I had a little bit of fun with shadows on this owl as well, around the belly and the body. With this spider, I knew I didn't want to do like traditional colors, so I had a lot of fun making this a green spider. This is a beautiful scenery. I really like this page as well. I knew I wanted the sky to be blue, and then adding the gray clouds just really makes it give that eerie feeling. A spooky ghost mirror. Love the blues that I chose on this page. This page was fun too. I also clearly worked with shadows on this, and I wanted to try to add a cute little heart pattern onto the boo. Love the pink that I did on these candles, this candle holder. Oh my gosh, when I did the previous page with the candles, I almost halfway through realized that I forgot to put a protector underneath to prevent bleed through. So as you can see, there's slight yellow on the page, but I was able to remember quickly enough. So I'm like, okay, looks like this page is good enough. But I played with some shadows on this page as well. Spooky little creature. This page is really unique. I really love it. I tried to make each key have a different color: blue, green, red. We love this cute little diary. Love this. The little star diamonds are so adorable. Love the way that this broom is drawn. Purple. You already know I love it. And the last page is this spooky mummy. Went really simple on this. Just wanted it to look like a traditional mummy with the brown all the way through with the spooky red eyes. And in the back of the book, she's just got a few test pages, blank pages. And that's it for my very first completed book. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will continue to try to do different completed books as I continue on my coloring journey. So once I'm done with books, I will try to show you guys all the pages that I finished. Really, really proud of this being my very first book that I finished, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.